Hello, my people. The title of our story today is OBIDIKE, the Stubborn Hunter. And the opening proverb is, "He that sells his dog to buy a monkey still has a quarter in his house."
Once upon a time, some hunters went out to hunt. After many unfruitful hours of hunting, they finally came across a white antelope. A white antelope was unusual, and they feared that it might belong to spirits. Since it was already evening, the oldest hunter suggested,
"Let us leave this strange antelope alone. It is better that we go home and incur the wrath of spirits."
OBIDIKE, a valiant young hunter, sneered and asked,
"Why are we cowardly simply because we have never seen a white antelope before?"
The other hunters decided to go home empty-handed, but not OBIDIKE. OBIDIKE trailed the antelope until he was able to shoot it down. When he went to pick up the antelope, he was shocked to find himself surrounded by angry spirits, who accused him of killing the antelope of Ezemo, their spirit king. They dragged OBIDIKE to Ezemo, who was angry that a mere mortal had the guts to kill his antelope.
"You will die for your action. You were arrogant and foolish not to obey your elders, who chose to leave my antelope alone."
"Please, great king, spare my life. I was blind. I was foolish. I promise to always obey the elders."
"I will spare your life because you have promised to be good. However, I will give you a calabash to take home. When you get home, open the calabash. If you do not like the content, you may return it after 1 month, which is 7 4-day weeks."
OBIDIKE thanked him and left with the calabash. When he got home, he opened it and out came an ugly, hairy and smelly dwarf. OBIDIKE was repulsed. The dwarf was lazy and slept most of the time. As soon as the 1 month was over, OBIDIKE hurriedly took back the dwarf to Ezemo.
"You are back. It appears that you didn't like my gift. I will exchange the gift, but this time there will be no returns."
Ezemo asked one of his servants to bring out the girl from seclusion. OBIDIKE was pleasantly surprised when a very beautiful girl was handed over to him as his wife. Very soon, OBIDIKE found out that his new wife had an insatiable appetite. She was always hungry, no matter how much food she ate. Soon, all the food in the hut and barn were gone. OBIDIKE had to work very hard, farming and hunting, to keep up with his wife's appetite. OBIDIKE was very miserable and complained to his fellow hunters. They were not sorry for him, because he used to be very proud and knew too much. One of the older hunters said,
"It seems that you sold your dog to buy a monkey. A squatter is still in your house."
Poor OBIDIKE. He traded a smelly dwarf for a spirit of hunger. So because of a foolish daredevil act, he was condemned to a life of misery. Chakpi! War. Arrogance and the disregard of elderly wisdom can lead to reckless choices that can bring permanent regrets. This story has 2 morals, and they include: Number 1, pride is very bad. 2, young people should respect and learn from experienced elders. That's all that we have for today. I hope you learned a lot. Have a wonderful day.